Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427?
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee
I have no idea.
427 did.
I know I got my recommended that Queso played this. And I was like, oh my god, I remember that game!
It's soul rending. Stanley relished every moment that
So I was like, oh, I gotta play this again.
though he had been made exactly.
You did? Apparently. It was on my YouTube recommended.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his
smells
senses,
not good,
he got up from
but
his
it tastes
desk
all right.
and stepped out of his office.
Ooh. Oog. Four two seven, yes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Aha! God damn, the sensitivity is so high for no reason. My goal is to now just turn off every single computer now that I know I can do that. 457. Damn it. Oh, Lijador. Puerta. Pared.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Damn it, I want to turn off that PC.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Uh-huh.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
All right, fuck you, bitch. Time is it? 11:20.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy. and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Okay, buddy.
It's possible that this is why everyone left. Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I'm trying to eat a damn sandwich, dude. Chill out.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I wonder if there's stats in this game that tells you like the decisions of most of the people on their first time playing. Do I go? Go straight. Ooh. Engineering stuff.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You're getting salty, dude. Do not jump in the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Yeah, this doesn't seem very OSHA approved. Like, how are you gonna get to like, I guess the crane, but like, what the fuck? Why is there no like safety barrier here? Uh-oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
Open
fact
door.
is that the story has been about
How do I get there?
nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Uh-huh. Oh, I don't like this. Oh.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Do we listen to him? Just once? Diamond has seniority.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The
how's that?
problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh. What has happened? I don't like this.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Same.
I actually feel happy.
Ah. Pretty noises. It's making me fall asleep. Oh. Roblox. We're all on LSD now. Yippee! Oh! Okay, I actually don't like that there's red stuff. Wait, the hell's the door? Oh. Oh, I don't like this. This is a non-completed warehouse.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Over here, just experiencing. Oh, bucks! Like a FedEx label.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Why would I die from stairs? Do I not know how to use stairs or something? Can't jump. Why do I not know how to use stairs? The fuck?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
What are you on about, dude? I'm just going up some stairs. Oh.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh, oh. I wasn't trying to actually jump there. What am I standing on now? Where am I? Oop.
No! Oh, thank God you lived.
Yay!
You had me worried there for a moment.
It's okay.
Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Oh, I walk slow now. I think I'm hurt. Oh, mega. Ugh. Okay, go back now. Yeah, I'm definitely hurt. My dude is walking very slow.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Pink.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? Throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Uh-huh. Yep. Fuck you!
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
Oh.
But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Oh.
Well, this one is yours.
You okay, Mr. Commentator Man?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh. Oh, this is some like actual like this is some like A2 shit, dude. Okay, really? We put Delkin in the game, dude.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, I'm good.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I go this way.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Oh.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who is her? I have a woman?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another,
427.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
What the
They
fuck?
want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I don't like this.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Wait.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Wait, Wait. Wait a damn minute. Hold up.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
What?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
What? Oh, yeah.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I don't like where this is going.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
Wait, the whole world is changing to my office.
Paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind
Unplugged.
controls.
It's okay,
Down
Diamond.
another was
We're
yellow
in a
line
very
waved in
existential
many
crisis right now.
directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Sorry. What?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again.
Wait, I'm pressing
over
random
and over, wishing
keys.
beyond hope that it
I
would
wonder if
never
that's
end, that he
something.
might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell your wife you love her? Bro, wait. So now Wait, so now we've already reached the point where we're at now.
But there is no answer. How could
What?
there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
What the fuck? I'm actually playing it. I'm actually Stanley. Because remember, he sits there and he just presses random keys when he's told to. And then, like, now when I press the keys, like, oh, I get to go sleep now.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing
hunt?
himself.
What?
He won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks
Where'd my
you
wife
to
go?
push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
There's so many different, like, scenarios we could do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
Well, we
left.
already know the ending for that though, don't we? We could take the wrong door this time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting,
I have not.
Stanley.
I've done quite a bit
I was
of
in the
it.
middle
Well, I've
of
done not
something.
quite a
You
bit.
have
I've done a
zero
little bit of it.
consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Well,
By a lot, I mean like
don't know
6
how
games.
to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Huh?
Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, I'm gay.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yes.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Ooh, I don't like that.
You see? There's nothing here.
Matrix!
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Damn, chill out, dude.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Huh?
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Did I go in? Don't do it. Okay. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations. You saw ways the
voice is so
game
funny,
could be
dude.
improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh! Where am I at? Skip the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue color. Okay, what is this supposed to mean? Are you?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Nope.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Baby.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Okay.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
First option, mainly.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
Trump?
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
What?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Loading. I guess we're gonna restart. What the fuck?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
About Wyoming.
Well,
Wait.
it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
What? The Minecraft? This does look familiar to me. I thought I was gonna fall off or something. I can't jump. There's no jumping.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What? Bro, everything, like, I get so scared when I'm in uncharted territory in a game. I feel like I'm getting like a jump scare.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What?
Oh, thank goodness. Close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls.
I want to go through here.
Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Hi, what doing?
Wonderful. See,
What
this
the?
is exactly what I had in mind.
What?
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility
What?
that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
What?
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
This is Rocket League. What?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's
What am I
see.
doing in Rocket League?
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay,
Ball.
Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Okay. I have a ball. Ball. Oh! Ronaldo!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Yes.
Is it better than my miserable little story
Yes.
that I worked so hard on?
Uh-huh.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an
Yes.
even more euphoric sports experience.
Yes.
I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes.
Two
Oh,
balls.
goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
Yes.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More
I need-
balls.
Yeah! Oh my god. Oh my god, this is amazing. Ow. And
Stanley, are you having fun? Is this
Uh-huh.
a real video game?
Yes.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
No!
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your... Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh,
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have...
mommy? Uh-oh. Oh, hell no. Oh, fuck no. Where am I? No, 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 no. Oh, hell nah, dude. Oh, oh, there's me something around this corner. No, dude. No, dude. Ah. I don't like this. There's not a void there, dude. I thought there was a void. Oh, God. It was not classified as a horror game, no. What number am I? 427? Let's try and find 427. Oh, no, dude. Why is there a light here? Buh. Ah! Fuck.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
No.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
I think,
He'll
yeah.
understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Now I like wonder like what all like there's like 3 different trees that I
All
like
his
missed.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
There's definitely something. There's some like lore I'm missing here. Monetized free to play.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was
Of course,
nothing
there's
here,
dialogue
so he
here.
turned around and got back
Maybe
on
the last time I
track.
watched your streams. Aw.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
More stuff. What's happening?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there
Sitting in
doing
nice...
sweet FA.
Crippling depression?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Okay. I want to.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Hey, man.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
What
You
the
got to this
fuck?
broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
How'd you know?
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Oh.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please
I hate the way he
remove
says
their
some of this.
corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
What the fuck, dude?
Ah, second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
All right, fuck you, buddy. Oh no, not stairs. Oh no.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs. One, right? Oh, shut the show. Ah, fuck. Not the puerta. Buzz. Why no press keys? Okay, well, I'm locked in here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
They
Shocked,
really didn't program
unraveled,
to play the
Stanley
piano?
wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Oh.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay, thank you for that, I guess.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Alright, fuck off, dude.
Trying to input any, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I know no like this. Oh no, dude. Oh. What the fuck? Where does it have to load, dude?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ah, fuck! Jesus!
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
God damn it, of course it's dead. I was gonna put on my heart rate monitor thing. Hi, Jordy.
That read Mind Control Facility.
This way looks less scary.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Please note that Employee 432 is a test case. While the need for Protocol 2A may seem unlikely, Procedure 2A to 2C need not apply in the event of 432 attempting to leave the office. Contact supervisor and then contact 432 prize pool. What? Uh-oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Tired.
Their true nature
69.
revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There's 427. I want to see my room. Oh. Nothing going on in there.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? There's the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Uh-oh. Isn't it already off? Press off again. Mother?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to
Pretty.
do, or how to feel.
One Jim Carrey
Whatever
movie.
life he lives,
This is
it
the
will be his,
Truman Show.
and that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the
Good morning,
open
good
door.
evening, and good night.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Happy. Happy man. Happy, happy, happy. You. Oh, Jesus, fuck. What? Wait, this is different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I turn it on now? And do one more run through.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I can't do it, bro. I'm too scared. I'm too scared, bro. No. I can't do that, bro. I don't want to go down.
Into his
That's too
manager's
late.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Loading. No more jump scares. Fuck
Stanley
you.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Fuck, there's
Facility.
also this escape path too. God damn it. Oh, it looks so scary, dude. We're going this way. We gotta come back to this game.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Aye.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
All of them.
Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one
Damn
of
it,
them,
I was gonna try and jump and make
eternally
it.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yo, Chico Bill. Like something more is going on
This
here, man.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Refusal.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Never.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Never.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the
Buh.
world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
No.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are...
Mongo, what'd you get me do?
Eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's
What the
that?
fuck is the blue 3?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn.
Where
to
the
a
fuck is the
crisp.
blue
I
3?
have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that
Bro, what
timer
the
that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still
Bro,
playing
I'm so
instead of watching a
confused.
cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's
What?
a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? So there literally just is no solution to it. Hmm. Hmm. That sucks.